Yeah, thank you, Don. We're actually in Grand Blanc Township right now, about 3 miles away from our first destination over there at Grand Blanc High School. And you can really tell why Flint is called the Vehicle City. Michigan against Washington for the national championship. Both teams are undefeated and they have offenses that you would try to create in Madden. And what do I have with me? The ultimate Lions fan kit. Of course, you got your popcorn, a little bit of confetti from the celebration, and this was one of the best seats in the house. It's called that home cooking. And for Jared Goff, his home cooking is like when Auntie makes that famous mac and cheese. You know everybody is going to be eating good that night. And do you remember when Drake said, your idols become your rivals? You make friends with Mike, but you got to AI him for your survival. That's a bar, and it's exactly what Lions head coach Dan Campbell is facing this weekend. But when it comes down to the hill and the high, this is a matchup the city of Saginaw wanted to see. All 5,000 tickets for this game were sold out in minutes. When you think of Halloween, it's all about the costume and what goes into a great fit. You need a theme and execution, and last night the Lions had both. And it's still raining maize and blue confetti as the Wolverines, they won their first national championship since the 1997 season. And how'd they get it done against Washington? Playing Wolverine football. Tough, gritty, relentless, and together.
It paid off, and I wouldn't want to be here with anyone else, man. This team we've been through a lot, and I'm just glad we got the dub, man.
Explain what's in your hand real quick.
Man, it looks like a 2024 national championship ring.
The Wolverines' ground attack was special. 303 rushing yards, the most ever in a college football playoff title game. And Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards were the first duo to surpass 100 yards rushing.
That's a dream come true. Every kid wants to win a national championship, man. This is our goal this year, to win a national championship, man. That's what the see.
This guy decided to show up.
We would love to give a personal shout out to all the haters and the doubters, because none of this was possible without y'all. Y'all giving us the extra motivation to wake up and come do what we do best. And I know y'all watching right now. I know y'all probably sick.
And now with the national championship in the bag, it's time to move on to next season. And what will this team look like? Will Harbaugh still be here? Will J.J. McCarthy declare for the draft or come back for his senior season? So many questions are going to be answered in the next couple of months. But for now, reporting from Houston, where the Wolverines just won the national championship, I'm Brandon Green for ABC 12 Sports. It's all about the process for Montrose 7th grader Charlie Sherman.
You turn it on to let the gas flow into the quad, and then we got our Kickstarter, got our tether in. Just give it a good old kick, give it some gas a little bit.
Just like that, he's off and racing in his DRR USA ATV. So how fast can you get on this? What's the max speed?
I think this one goes about 65 to 70, and this one goes like 60 to 65.
65 miles per hour? That's faster than you can go on the highway sometimes. How do you control everything?
Usually, you just gotta try and keep your handlebars straight, push the gas, pin it all the way. You gotta stay inside the turn, going in after the straightaway, but you can't be too far outside because otherwise someone will sneak in.
Easier said than done, but Charlie has been racing since he was 3 years old, and he gets to practice in his front yard.
This is our practice track. We usually don't really practice on these. We usually practice on either our dirt bikes or practice quads, because these ones we try to keep them good for the races.
Over the years, Charlie has won a lot of those. You can see his accomplishments wall to wall in his house. Over 200 trophies and awards. This past season, he became the first ever youth Triple Crown champion.
Judging by what other riders have done in their past and seeing what Charlie's done, I think he'll be in the pro class by the time he's 16 or 17.
Charlie's dad, Jeremiah Sherman, is the man under the hood, and he has an eye for talent. For over 20 years, he's been racing and working on four-wheelers. Through the years, Jeremiah has seen many races either won or lost at the starting line.
There's 20 of them, and you're just crossing your fingers. You gotta get out clean, and you don't want any tires to rub because it could be really, really bad, and bad things have happened.
I mean, sometimes like when you're going off to start and like they're coming in, and then sometimes you get sandwiched. It makes you like want to check up on the brakes, and then because then they're gonna fill in the spot. And it feels like that if you hadn't, they're gonna squish you and like flip you up.
And he's got to make his way up through the pack. And that can be, that's where like it'll really make you sweat, because he's making passes and he's doing sketchy crap and you're talking to him like he's on a radio. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Just relax. Let it come to you. He makes these passes that other people wouldn't be able to do.
I just stopped watching the GoPro footage. Like, I don't need to see all the stuff he does out there.
Charlie's races takes him all over the country, from Owasso to North Carolina, and the cost of those trips can add up pretty quick.
We're getting 2 races out of a set of tires. So tires, you're looking at $300 a race. Belt rollers and springs, you're looking at another $200. So you're gonna spend about $400 per machine per race.
Sponsors help cover some of the cost, and one day Charlie hopes racing will be his way to pay the bills. So what's like your goal in ATV racing? Do you have one?
Make it to the pros, win some championships. That's pretty much it.
Make it to the pros.
Make some friends too.
And welcome back. Flint native Ardrell Holmes Jr. was looking to defend his USBA Super Welterweight title against Detroit's Marlon Harrington at Wayne State tonight. And these two have sparred against each other 3 times in the past. But tonight, it was the real deal. And in the second round, the boss man started to go to work. Left hook connects, and Harrington is left a little dazed. Holmes didn't let up. 2Ps hold the biscuit. Harrington goes down again. The 3rd time would be the charm. Holmes' hooks were better than T-Pain in 2010. He gets the 6th knockout of his career, and the boss man is still undefeated in the USBA Super Welterweight champion.
Like, wasn't no surprise, because we've been working on this for like a couple months. So, you know, and I just really been establishing myself and disciplining myself, putting myself in shape. You know, thanks to my team, my coach, and you know, we drew up a plan and it came together.
Over on the ice, it was win or go home for Genesee County and Grand Blanc in the first round of regionals. First period, Bobcats attack first. Aiden Racosta finds some treasure on the doorstep for the goal. Let's go ahead and jump to the 3rd. GB is up 2-1. How about we make that 3-1? Ben Johnson provides the dagger, and the Bobcats, they go on, they get the dub 5-1, and they'll play Clarkson in the regional semis on Thursday. The Flint Metro League Tournament semifinals were tonight, and this has been a revenge tour for Flint this season. They lost to Holly in the championship game last year, and tonight they were 1 game away from making it back to that stage. And the Tigers, they would have to get past Lake Fenton. 4th quarter, Fenton is down 8. Gage Graham connects from deep, cuts the lead to 5. And the Tigers, they get a stop. And who else? Sam Dillard II with the bucket. He had 25. Fenton is only down 2. But Lake Fenton, they had the answer all night long. Brandon Bossert gets the bucket with the scoop. He dropped in 21 points. And then how about this for tough? Colson Lesnar will not be denied. And Lake Fenton is moving on to the Flint Metro League Championship game, 83-74.
We really played together this game, and I mean, score shows. We played together, that's all it was. Limited turnovers, got boards, that was it, playing together.
And Holly is the defending Metro League champs, and they were facing Goodrich, who has looked like one of the best teams in the league this season. Martians Parker LaPlay attacking early, and if you don't succeed, just try again. The Broncos, they were attacking too. Tony Simmons, he's too smooth, gets the and 1. And how about Kavion Smith? Watch this move. He hits nothing but the bottom, and he gets fouled. Holly leads 18-11. The Martians not going anywhere. Jensen LaPlay finds Jacoby Legat for the easy layup to beat the 1st quarter buzzer. And Goodrich will meet Lake Fenton in the Flint Metro League Championship. They get the win, 61-41. And the Spartans, they had their 3-game win streak snapped as they lose at home to Iowa, 78-71. And then how about this game? CMU, the Chips beat Bowling Green in overtime, 62-60. And now they're on a 3-game win streak. And it seemed like the Chips always find a way to pull out these games late this year.
And they were ranked low.
Yeah, they were ranked. They were at the bottom of the MAC. They were picked to finish at the bottom of the MAC, and right now they're the 3 seed.
That's awesome.
So talk about proving the doubters wrong.
Look at that.
for them.
Fire up Chips.